Listen up, you blundering fools. It's time for the Cracktastic Plastic Podcast. Get all the toy talk your evil hearts could desire from these nincompoops. Jason, Elgin, and Spooty.
Yo, Joe, and welcome to the Cracktastic Plastic Podcast, where a group of friends get together to talk about one of our shared loves,
chimichangas.
Also toy collecting. We're here to celebrate how these little colorful pieces of plastic can transform you into a little kid again. Chimichangas.
Yeah.
If this is your first time listening to us or watching us on YouTube, where you can also do that.
Sure can.
First of all, thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. You're going to find out soon enough, though, we are not toy experts. Oh, no.
No.
We're just toy enthusiasts. So we're not always going to get the details right. And that's okay.
Yeah, get enthused over there.
And speaking of details, let me introduce everybody. Hi, I'm Jason. That's what they call me. Over there is Elgin.
Hello.
That's his real voice. And here's Spooty.
It's me!
That's right.
That was too loud.
Enthusiasm. I love it.
I need a nap.
And he's done. He's spent.
In this episode, the gang dives into the world of collector cases. Whether you're using them to protect your cherished vintage toys or just trying to organize your ever-growing collection, storage units are a must-have for any serious toy collector. We'll talk about classic vinyl carriers to modern and debate the best ways to store, display, and protect your prized possessions. Tune in and get your collection organized like a pro.
Yeah.
And then later, Elgin's going to take us on a tour of a toy store, and it's going to be awesome. It might be one of the farthest ones away. I'm excited.
Is it?
Yeah. Well, yeah. We'll find out. Stay tuned. You can also follow us on all the social media platforms, including Patreon. And all those links can be found at our sweet-ass website, cracktasticplastics.com. Did I pluralize that? I had a little. Cracktasticplastic.com.
The website?
Yeah, I don't know. Plastics? I'm not sure what happened there.
I got blacked out for a second.
Spooty was blacked out.
I don't know what's going on.
While you're surfing those interwebs, be sure to stop by our sponsor, toyhacks.com, for all your repro label needs. They have an armory where you can get some toy-accurate 3D printed weaponry and tons of amazing sticker sets for your toys. Guess what, guys? We also have a monthly contest that Spootimus is going to tell you about.
Again.
Yes, they need to know.
He loves telling us all about this contest.
All right, looky here. So, scour the interwebs for a picture, and then I post it. Yeah. And then you leave a caption, and then we pick a caption, preferably one that's funny.
Yeah. Not sometimes.
But not sometimes. Sometimes it's just who we like.
Can't say that.
Never. I'm going to say that.
Yeah, right.
Sometimes we just pick Jimmy because Jimmy is Jimmy.
He's a default.
I
give it to Jimmy.
Who probably doesn't ever buy decals for. And then you win a $5 coupon for toyhacks.com.
That's right, toyhacks.com. Oh my gosh.
I'm sure they love all our ways that we describe this. Our ad read.
Oh,
At least we use the right name every time.
Yeah.
Toy hacks. Yeah, so you find all that on our social medias.
At toyhacks.com.
But right now, let's talk about what toys we've picked up lately in a segment we call Thrill of the Hunt.
Listen up, you fools. If anyone knows more about searching for the most unique items in the world, it's me, Cobra Commander. In my reign as Cobra's leader, I have acquired countless items, but those meddling Joes have foiled my attempt at worldwide domination over and over again. But it's the thrill of the hunt that fuels my superb rule of Cobra. Pay attention to my loyal subordinates as they tell you of their latest exploits and acquisitions. It's the thrill of the hunt, Cobra!
All right, let's go over to Spooty. what have you got lately?
I'm not looking up names right before.
Come on, you don't have them all memorized yet.
No.
I mean, what else are you doing?
That's a fair question that we don't have time.
Things.
Oh, okay, that's right. That's right.
I
forgot.
I got a few things. I got a Fusor. His name is Marco.
Looks like a monkey to me.
It is a monkey.
Looks like Optimus Primal.
And he
What?
and then his head turns to like a regular person.
Those are
and that's
human.
about it.
It's like Manimal.
Kind of.
That,
Fusor? Is
It's-
that what you said?
the line of them is called. It's a Beast Wars Fusor.
Well, it's a Transformer. Or not?
It is technically Transformers.
But it's all weird.
So some of them have. So that's like the Animorphs. Not
Oh, like the
Fusors.
book?
Yeah.
Animorphs?
I don't remember
It was a
what
book.
I said when I picked it up.
I think he said his
Bruce.
name was Marco.
Well, Marco.
Oh.
Yeah.
Marco Polo.
I was just gonna call him Jimmy if I couldn't find it.
His name's Frank.
And then I got. This is in the Beast
James.
Wars, one of those lines. Bantor.
Banter.
I
Yes,
think.
he's good at small talk.
He's like a lion baboon thing.
Oh, a laboon.
But
And-
tiger striped.
Yeah.
Also, what the weird
Lion,
ass?
yeah, he's got like the baboon face and a mane, kind of, and then tiger stripes.
The liger.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Is this like a knockoff toy?
No.
Oh, okay. It has that
Beast.
vibe.
The end of the Beast Wars line, it got weird.
Got real weird there.
They're trying things, and I appreciate it.
Whoa, look at that.
And I can't remember his name. Remember his name?
James? Tony.
This is Tony.
Iguanus.
Maybe, possibly.
I think, isn't that already a character?
So he's in the same line as that guy. With some sweet vac metal.
Vac metal.
And
These pretty colors, though.
and he shoots a thing out of his mouth. Please don't
Beep,
lose it.
beep.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, that's gone. Saves you
Sweet little
15%
lizard.
on your insurance.
Yeah.
I saw him in Jurassic Park.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And then I have, this is Sonar.
Killed Newman.
So he's a little bat guy.
That's the sound he makes on the show. Yeah.
That's the sound he uses for echolocation.
Well, he's
Rest
cool.
of the show. And then, which line did they say this was from?
Beast Machine.
Beast Machines. Optimus Primal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's Optimus Prime.
Oh, translucent.
And some translucent, and he's got his little weapon thing there. He's pretty cool looking.
Definitely.
He's gonna stay in that mode and to the end of time because he's translucent.
It's pretty, though.
Yeah.
Cool. Very cool.
And then I got a BotCon, I think it was 2013, exclusive Run Amok, who's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
More like drive amok. Because he's
So
vehicle.
kind of a weird, like Wheeljacky vibe to him. With the
Yeah,
wings.
he's based on the reveal of the Shield Generations toy of Wheeljack, and Trax had a version of that mold too. It's really neat. But yeah, there's the Wheeljack
Similar.
that it's from, the mold
Same
it's
mold,
from.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And then, of course, I haven't put this together yet, and I still haven't put together the other one. I got the Bumblebee Lego.
Oh, your favorite character.
Yeah. I can't wait to
Lose all the pieces.
repeatedly smash them into pieces.
That's your chance. Yeah.
Get them built. Just chuck it.
Yeah.
It transforms.
Which is
too.
weirdly available at Walmart's.
That is strange.
I did talk to someone who had it and put it together, and they were like, they're a serious Lego person, and has Optimus too, and he likes Transformers, but he was just like blown away at the engineering of this, on how what a great build it was, and then how it transformed too.
Yeah, I've heard that it's simpler to design with the character, but he's way easier to transform. Because Optimus Prime transformed too.
Yeah.
Without coming apart.
Right.
But he was...
Did you build that one?
I have not. No.
950 pieces. Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait for the live stream.
The
8 hours.
Josh building.
3-week-long.
Both
Yeah.
Take
both of
vacation days. So,
Yeah, that's fine.
yeah, so I'd pass it around, but it's right there. So,
I can see it.
yeah.
Cool.
And that's all I got today.
All right, Elginator.
All right, we got some Turtles of Grayskull.
Yay!
The crossover line of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Masters of the Universe. This line just keeps getting better and better, and I'm still missing a few of them. I think I have some on pre-order at Big Bad Toy Store, but these are ones I finally shipped, and then I found some in the wild as well.
What the beast, man?
So this is Beast Man, and he's got his whip. It's kind of a different styling of that whip. Instead of like a string, they actually made it of like a piece of plastic that's kind of segmented and stuff. It doesn't really move, so it's just kind of in that shape. And his shield is the turtle shell shield.
Cool.
That doesn't really attach to him because he's not a turtle.
It
But
would be really cool if that was like a segmented ball joint
that would be awesome,
whip.
actually. So if someone wants to 3D print that for me and then send it to me, that'd be great.
Samurai beast,
But
man.
his helmet does come off, which is probably the coolest thing of how it looks, and with the coloring on it and everything, and like straight up like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3,
Yeah.
Turtles in Time vibe to it.
Big time.
Otherwise, it's basically just a Beastman, an Origins Beastman, and then they added some accoutrement to him as well, with the kind of samurai inspired. And he's supposed to be a spy. He's like not really bad. He's kind of helping the other side.
Always.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, so that's
Cool.
Beastman. I think that's wave 2. I want to say. I feel like it's wave 2.
How many are in a wave?
There's 4 figures in a wave, I believe. Yeah, 4 figures in a wave. That's fine if it doesn't. The only thing was, so when they originally released that figure, like the art for that figure, the shield had a different design on it. It had like this dragon thing on it, which looked really cool. And then they just released it with just a plain shield, which was kind of a bummer because it looked really cool, like with that kind of dragon head on it and stuff. If you can find pictures of that online when you look up. Then we finally got a Michelangelo.
With hair.
So
So
he's basically He-Man. So in the storyline, he's
He dude.
yeah, he's He-Bro. He basically like saw He-Man and wants to emulate him. So that's why he has a wig, which you can take off if you want to. You know,
But
to
why?
have,
Why would
but why we exactly?
Yeah.
And it does fit onto his head. With on the inside, there's like a little. I don't
It's
know,
molded to
and
fit?
and
Wow.
it fits around his bandana as well.
Awesome.
If I can get it back on there. But yeah, so in the comic, they talk about like how he like wants to emulate him and everything. He-Man, so. He does come with his
amazing.
nunchucks, which are chain, but they're plastic. The only thing, and I saw this with another figure that I might talk about next week, is the chains are plastic, but they didn't really like get the plastic off of it, like
Just flashing and stuff.
yeah, that's what. Yeah, so I'm like trying to like break that apart to like get without breaking the plastic.
Exact knife, maybe.
Yeah, but otherwise, I really wish that they would have used actual chain like in the
Oh.
remastered turtle line.
Oh yeah.
With that would have been awesome. Like having actual chain for the nunchucks, which it is in the remastered one. So it's kind
that's
of a
battle armor Michelangelo.
yes, it
right?
is battle armor He-Man kind of inspired as well with that chest armor.
Cool.
Which just makes him look like he's wearing a crop top shirt.
Yeah, kind of. Which I mean,
Which goes with the
which
way
is fitting
it's
for
formed.
you know.
Yeah.
There was that Terror Claw Skeletor that was basically crop top Skeletor. Then speaking of Skeletor,
So
Yes.
if you take a lighter
burn the
real
shit out of
quickly, and just hit it like
Yeah.
a couple times,
that.
that'll actually take care of that flash.
Okay,
Son of a
Oh.
his wig fell off.
surprisingly heavy.
Yeah. It's kind of anyway. So speaking of Skeletor, they did come up with a Skeletor as well, and it's very cool looking. The cape is this kind of soft plastic, kind of pliable plastic as well. Very samurai. It's very much like a 2000X samurai Skeletor, which they did make. I have a samurai He-Man from 2000X, and then he comes also with that same chain. This one wasn't as bad, but it still had
That's
that
cool.
issue.
That looks really cool, but it's almost hard to look at.
I kind of wish it was glow in the dark.
It looks like it
It
is.
looks like it should be. It is
Yeah.
not, unfortunately.
It's more like Rave Party.
Yeah, it is. But he does have a little Havoc staff symbol on his skull on the helmet there, which is very cool. This weapon that he has, they said it on the package. It was like a Kurosama, I think is the name of the weapon.
It's pretty sweet.
But it's like two Havoc staffs with a blade coming out the back of its head without the chain. So it's like a nunchuck. It's like an even deadlier nunchuck. But yeah, it's very cool. Probably one of the top figures in this line.
Yeah. What wave is this?
3,
Jeez.
I think.
Slow down, guys.
yeah, they're already up to like 5 or 6, I think.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then of course I got Master Splinter, and they actually just call him Splinter Skull because it's a takeoff of King Grayskull.
Ah, yes.
So he comes with a little cape that's you can take off. It just kind of sits on his back there. That's reminiscent of King Grayskull, and then even kind of the clothing and stuff as well.
Skeletor's cape's pretty sweet too.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
kind of tattered,
Yeah.
flowing cape is, and same with
yeah.
Splinters is tattered as well,
That's
which is what the
cool.
King Grayskull was in both of the Masterverse and Origins. He has a staff weapon that's also the power sword that's translucent, but that can come off. So if you just want like a staff for Splinter, you can have that. Or if you want an actual weapon, you can have it like that.
Cool.
You can take off his clothes too if you want him like just with the harness, the He-Man harness that he has on, or without it, and just like kind of his robes and stuff like that.
I like his little pigtail thing.
Yeah, he's got, if you take
That's
this
cool.
off, he's got even more.
Oh, badass.
So even more pigtails on the back and stuff, and it's a super
ripped.
super
Look at
buff,
that.
super
It's
buff
so cool.
Splinter. Probably the most pumped
ever
up he's ever been. Because even the Playmate, the vintage Splinter, he kind of has little spindly arms and
Yeah.
everything, and he has a tail that's articulated as well, which is pretty cool. But yeah, just this was a deluxe pack. And it came with another piece of the Build-A-Figure, so I think I'm missing one more piece of the Build-A-Figure. I'll be done with that, finally. I think I'm missing 2 other deluxe figures, the Merman and the leather head as well. So, looking out for those. Of course, they're Walmart exclusive. So,
Oh,
you know,
God. So they're gone.
yeah.
Great.
But yeah, I believe this was at Target. I think this was a Target exclusive. But yeah, it's very cool. Oops, dropped his tail.
It happens. That's cool, man.
It's this rat tail. Finally, it's this
Oh.
giant sitting down here.
What?
So-
Stone Cold.
So I picked up this Stone Cold Steve Austin monster truck. It's part of the Reckon series. So you can like tear apart pieces and everything. This was super clearanced off at Walmart. I think I paid $12. I think for it. It does come with a Stone Cold figure. Just kind of it's the basic figure. So you have basic, elite, and ultimate. So this is like the one with the least amount of articulation, and it looks pretty much like Stone Cold. There's been better face sculpts of him, head sculpts, but
The whole back, like where his head attaches, is just real weird.
Yeah.
Any hair.
yeah, no knee braces though with him. So, or he's not wearing jorts either. Just kind of weird. But so the monster truck, like I said, it's a Reckon. So pieces come off of it to you can like destroy it and stuff. So the top lights come off. This front ladder piece comes off, so you can get onto there. The top the door pieces come off like that. This back two pieces come out. So when you take off the back pieces, it reveals
Oh yeah, he
a
needs
foot
Austin
thingy.
back.
I need Austin there. Like, yep. So that he can stand there, or another wrestler or something. Give him a stand. Stand up. All right. So then you can press on the engine on the front, and you can launch a figure, off into a direction. So I'll try not to hit the camera, but I'll launch him this way.
Whoa,
Yeah.
nice.
So that, and then I think this other cage piece fills up. Oh yeah, and then the tires also come off.
What? Oh,
And then you can, in the instructions, you can stick a figure in here and then like roll them down a hill or something like that. But they show like, yeah, stick a figure in there and then just roll them around and stuff. So all the tires can come off, and they're like a soft rubber and stuff too. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, for super cheap, I was waiting. I think they originally go for like $50+, and they just clearance the heck out of them.
I'll be honest, Spooty. When I saw it, I was like, I wonder how much it was clearanced for.
Yeah, a lot.
Because I'm looking at it, I'm like, I could imagine. I think I know what that retails for, and
Yeah.
I'm like, there's no way he bought it.
There's a video of it on our channel on the Wrestling Wednesday playlist. I think I point out the price of it as well if you go back and watch that. But yeah, it was super reduced, and I was just like, oh, I guess I'm picking that up today.
It's a Reckon. You love those.
I love all the Reckon stuff. But yeah, and you can hook a chain to the back if you wanted to. I mean, I could take Undertaker's chain and hook it in the back, but yeah, it's got kind of movable like suspension, I guess, if you want to think of it like that, so it can like do stuff.
Knocked around, smashed around.
Yeah, I don't think the front comes up now. But yeah, I think
he
those are all
gets
the pieces.
Transformers too. Look at that.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's pretty cool, and it's pretty heavy duty as well. You could probably throw it around and stuff, and it wouldn't damage it too much. So.
Does it come with a 6-pack of anything?
It does not.
Oh, okay.
Of Steve Weiser's.
That's
No.
right. Oh God.
Well, yeah, it's pretty hefty. But yeah, it's a cool. I don't know, just a cool thing.
Hey, Spooty, stand there for a second.
Launches out, yeah. But yeah, he drove, big old monster truck in some shows, and
Nope.
yeah, that one falls off too. But yeah, that's all I have. This giant truck.
Giant super truck.
It
That's
does say
cool.
Reckon as a license plate as well.
Awesome.
But yeah, I just kind of wish the figure was a little better, but that's fine. If I find a different head sculpt or something for another Stone Cold, I'll just swap it out or something like that.
So there's motorcycles, and there's that. What other Reckon stuff is
there's
there?
a forklift.
What?
Isn't there a lowrider?
There's a lowrider that just came out. The Rey Mysterio is driving that, which it really should be Eddie Guerrero because anyway, because he drove it. And there's a ambulance. There's a little ATV that Big E drives around in, who's no longer wrestling because of his neck injury. And
So who's with the ambulance?
I don't think it comes with the figure.
Yeah.
The forklift comes with Brock Lesnar. Oh, there's like a wrecker truck with like a chain and a ball that you can like stick people in, like a wrecking ball. It's like a prison wrecking ball. I don't know if that comes with the figure either. And then there's actually a wrecking ring that you can launch people out of, and it has like a little bell that does sound and stuff. So you can do like 2 features. It's like a count out or like just random stuff that a referee would say or announcer would say.
Awesome.
But it will launch them out of the out of the ring as well. So, but yeah, that's all I have.
All right. Well, when I got here, Spooty gave me this little thing. I collect the little wind-up horror toys, and I think it's a bat creature.
I think it's Wolfman.
Oh, yeah, just a Wolfman. The pointy ears kind of scared me. Little Wolfman dude, that's cool. I like it. Just watched the new Transformers movie last night as of recording here, and excited about these figures. This one's just the straight... This one's the... No, everyone could hear it, trust me.
I didn't think they could hear it.
This is the basic deluxe Optimus. He's pretty cool.
Basic deluxe.
Prime Changers is what actually it is. I made up the deluxe thing, but it's about that size.
Oh, a deluxe figure.
But that's from the movie line toys.
Gotcha.
This is the Studio Series Optimus Prime. So I think they're actually calling that one Orion Pax Optimus Prime.
Gotcha.
Just him being smaller and such, so maybe it makes sense with straight up Optimus Prime from the Studio Series line. He's got like 6 more steps. He's got translucent stuff instead. He's a little more complex than that guy, but pretty cool nonetheless.
It's interesting that they've sculpted his hand, his fingers around the axe. Like he's holding it like that.
Weird, right?
Well, it's just interesting.
It is. But yet it's just a...
Right, it just sticks into his hand, but it's to make it think that he's like holding
palming
it.
That
like palming it, yeah.
What? That's
Where the other one, it goes over.
Right. I thought it was interesting.
It is. Yeah.
It's a nice detail to like put into something like that.
Mm-hmm. To just a cheap little toy.
Right.
I'm pretty excited about this guy. I love the animated series, and it's fantastic. And this character is based on a Collectors Club only release where they took, it was during the years of the animated line, and they took all animated figures and redid them as the Stunticons. And this is the leader Motormaster, and the Stunticon Job is the set name, and it's definitely on the Grail list, but because I love the animated figures so much. But
like a vintage one is on your list, or that one?
The vintage set of Stunticons
Gotcha.
that was released in the Collectors Club is awesome.
Yeah.
And I mean, I can get them. It's just like $300, $350, something like that.
Expensive.
For 5, so it's really not.
I mean,
anyway,
if you
but
divide,
you're right.
carry the one.
Exactly, but for now, this guy's amazing, and I like it. And anytime they do anything animated, that's one of the awesome things about the Legacy Wave that's coming to an end is they got to pick from everything, and that really gave them an opportunity to play.
I'm surprised they went with a like pink for the face instead of like the purple.
I assume it's just easier to see, but it's neat that they gave him his own Motormaster type head, and because the original toy is just a rectangle with a little face in the middle.
Really?
Yeah.
I found this at Target the other day, and I just hadn't brought it yet. It's Little People, but yet it's Transformers. This set came out of nowhere, just landed on shelves, and people are like, "What?"
Yeah, I have a Motu one as well. They made a second Motu one, but I just didn't pick it up because it was on Mattel Creations only.
Yeah, it's a little cutie, so how do you not get it?
Exactly.
I meant to say before, is that... that set over there is probably like these guys. Squeezlings. Oh, you got the box set. Yeah. Oh, I'm pointing way over there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
These guys.
Yeah. Tiffany and I was out the other day, and we stopped by a Michael's.
Why are you doing that?
Because he's not sure if that's where he went to.
And then she's going to yell at me for getting it wrong. Yeah. But they had just these little squeezling blind box things. You never know. And I just bought a couple. And I was like, Tiffany, I'm going to let you open it, but only if you make sure you do you get Starscream.
Oh. Is that how it
There's
works?
4 different ones, yeah.
Can you feel in there?
Nope, they came in these.
Oh, I hate that.
Well, of course, it's smart. It's the right thing to do.
No,
but
he's got wings? Okay, and then he just right. That's what I want.
But as we sat in the parking lot, I'm like, Tiff, I need you to make this one a Starscream. And so she opened it up, and it was Starscream. It was so awesome. Happy to get. It's just a dumb little thing. And then the second one I got was an Optimus, so I gave that to Spoody.
Throw it in the pile. You should just make a pile. You should just make a pile, like not even like stand them up, just like a little pile of Optimus.
And then lastly, I knew these were coming, and they just were there when the new wave of movie toys came out. But Elgin will love these Hot Wheels skate figures. But there's and they did these in the 90s. And I think I have all of them, too. But they got a little 5-pack of Transformers-themed Hot Wheels skateboards.
Heck yeah, Tony Hawk.
With the shoes.
So that one's Bumblebee. Spoody's favorite. And then there's Optimus.
His
Spoody's
least favorite.
Yep. There was a Soundwave. And it's neat. They're all themed, and all the shoes are different colors.
Yeah, they did that.
It's funny
with
that Optimus actually isn't my favorite.
We got Megatron.
They got the sign on it.
There's just so many more of him.
Yeah. And then my boy Starscream. Probably should get a second one just to open of the Starscream.
So you can play with it.
Yeah.
Do some tricks. Some sweet
Well,
tricks.
if you see an Optimus one.
It's right here.
Yeah, no, but those are in Targets. I don't think we found them anywhere else.
Yeah, I found the turtle ones at Target as well.
Did you want to look at those? Okay. Yeah, so that's what I got.
Oh yeah, I can't wait till Thrasher Thursday, and you're gonna.
Yeah, I'll jump in on those, and I'll be like, look at these in this package.
Boo.
And I'll just take the package and go on ramps and stuff. Oh. Well, all right. Today we're talking about collector cases.
Yeah.
They're so cool.
They're pretty cool, actually.
Who remembers having one when they were a kid? No chance. Do you have any memories of that? Let's start there.
A Hot Wheel one.
Oh, yeah.
My brother had one. I think he still has his.
Is it shaped like a car?
No, it's a box. I can take these.
Had this as a kid, which is kind of...
Yeah. It's part playset, part carrying case. He's talking about the GoBot. What is it?
Command Center.
Command Center, that's right. That's a neat little thing.
GoBot Go Guy. That's cool.
Yeah, Hot Wheels was just a box.
Yeah, I had some. I printed out some pictures and stuff. See if I can find the Hot Wheels one here.
Oh man, we're going out of order. Son of a.
It's fine. What was this one? The GoBots?
GoBot Command Center.
So speaking of GoBots, they did make a case.
An actual vinyl case.
Yeah. I think this one's like a hard plastic one, but cool
I've
design.
seen, but I don't have.
Yeah,
And
cool design on it.
It's basically the same art that you'll see on lunchboxes too.
Yeah,
for the
similar.
GoBots.
Similar.
There's a Renegade version of this too. That's thruster, little spaceship.
So this is kind of something that my brother still has. It's just kind of a box.
A little wire
But kind
basket.
of a vinyl, yeah, with baskets in it that you can put the cars in, and it's like stacks up, maybe two. I think you can put 2 stacks of cars in it as well, which was cool. And it was a nice place to like store all of them because
Yeah.
without them getting dinged up and everything. with
Or
them
falling to the bottom of the toy box.
Exactly, yeah. And that's kind of like one of the nice things of having them, is that you can, if you had like a toy box or something as a kid, it doesn't get lost within the rest of it. And like when you're trying to furiously clean up, when your parents are getting home, like told you to clean up a long time ago, which happened.
Yes.
The shove everything under the bed / throw everything in the toy box / throw everything in the closet. So
But
that
if
it
they're
looks
in
clean.
the cases, they're less likely to get thrown away by mom and dad.
That too, yeah.
Spoots, you have any? I don't remember us having any cases. All my memories are after we grew up.
Yeah.
But man, they made some cool ones.
Yeah.
I brought the Transformers. I got a couple of those. It's a neat little set. It's got the classic artwork on the front that you see on the back of every toy box.
Yeah.
It's got a little flip over handle and different sizes. I got a little wrapper in there, but yeah, lots of different sizes for the mini bots and the cars, the G1 cars and stuff.
Yeah. I brought my Motu one. I think Corey actually got this for me at the corner store a few years ago. I never had a collector case.
I got that for you.
Did you?
Yeah.
I thought Corey did.
I think I got
You can take credit for it. He's not here.
Yeah, you can't.
He can't speak up for it. Anyway, it's got a nice little latch on it, and it opens up, and it has a couple of trays in it that you can take out and stick figures in and stuff. So
Man, those sound like they're gonna just
I know.
crack and break.
They sound pretty.
But they've lasted, so I don't know.
Lasted 40 years. I don't really keep them in this case as a kid. I think I would have loved something like this.
Oh
It would
man,
have been awesome to like
right?
have like multiples of them, and then like almost like a dressing room esque thing, or
Look
something.
at that art.
But the artwork on it is great.
Look at that red
It's definitely a thick He-Man
battle
there.
cat on back.
Yeah, it's a strange combination of colors. Holds 8 Master of the Universe figures.
Merman's red face.
Yeah, he's got.
Gosh.
It's just, but it makes a great display piece.
Oh
And I
man.
think it's originally from Kmart. I thought I saw a sticker on here. Yep,
Yours
there's a little,
was? Oh,
there's a little
yours.
Kmart sticker there, the very top of it, which is awesome that it's still there. But this was 84, so 40 years.
Super cool. I just
yeah.
got one too. That's pretty.
But yeah, like, I never had one as a kid because I just kept them in a bag or something like that. And like
How the hell did we store our toys? They just
We had a
literally landed.
wooden toy box.
We did have that little.
The lid was broke.
Did Dad build that too?
Probably, yeah.
I think so.
yeah, my dad built one that was it had like an angled. It didn't have a lid or anything, but it was just
Yep.
like angled so you could throw stuff in. I think my mom made like fabric bags and just like with like drawstrings on them. I still have some of them.
Wow.
And I think we just I kept weapons in that, and I think we had a bigger one that I kept like figures in. Like it was like a big corduroy drawstring bag that she made. She did a lot of sewing. She still does a bunch of sewing and stuff for like quilts and stuff. But at the time, yeah, she was like, "Oh, just make this drawstring bag, and that way you don't lose anything." It was great. I think when we found all those figures, they were still in those drawstring bags.
Oh
And
wow.
everything. So I was like, "This is awesome." But
That is awesome.
even like I still have some of my turtle stuff in one of them. It's just like this wild, like bright, like 90s colors, like bright pink with like some weird. I'll have to bring it sometime, but it just looks. It's just like this. It's very 90s fabric, like cartoon type fabric and stuff. But if I did have a turtles case, it might look like that. Which is similar to the Motu one, where you could stick figures in. Holds 12 figures.
There are a lot in that shape, that jumbo
Yes.
case shape.
Yeah,
It's really
even
neat.
Barbie had stuff like that. My mom had a 1950s Barbie that's in like a case, like a square case like that, and has like stuff where you can hang clothes, and it's almost like a bureau where you could like put stuff in. And speaking of wrestlers too, that I should probably get one of these wrestler cases, figure cases. There's a whole bunch of different kinds, but some of the classic WWF style ones would probably be the better one to get. So yeah. Holds 24 figures. Up and with the Sarge there on it as well.
Speaking of Corey, remember he had that little belt pack.
Yeah.
He brought on tour.
Yeah.
So he would hold 3 little
holds
figures.
3, yep.
He wore it that whole tour. It was amazing, but it was shaped like a little ammunition type of thing. That was a neat little carrying case.
Those are pretty cool. That you could, if
it's
you're
integrated into
if you're going to
style.
school and smuggling in toys,
Or it'd be
to home.
if a power sword, they're using the brand.
Which
to create.
I kind of wish they would have done something like that for like a power sword or something. Would be very cool. But then G.I. Joe also has kind of the same vinyl carrying case as well.
Yeah, that's cool. It looks like you get $1 million in there.
24 figures and accessories.
That's cool.
Must just be one row of figures, not a double layer,
Oh, the next picture you got is the first one I thought of after I thought of these two.
When you're talking about the shape stuff,
there's always one of these at Corner Collectibles.
Always.
I think about getting every time I'm there.
Yeah, I've thought about what I'll show you. So this is what Jason's talking about, is this Darth Vader shaped carrying case for the Star Wars figures, for the vintage Star Wars figures, because they were a lot smaller, and you could open it up and fit all of them in his face, I guess. But I've seen
you do.
Yeah, I've seen people change this to a Skeletor, they've repainted it, and it looks really cool.
You gotta
I
do
know.
that.
I keep thinking
You
about
could
it
even
because
do a shredder.
yeah, that too.
Yeah.
I've seen the Skeletor one probably the most online.
Oh, that
people repainting it and stuff. It
you
looks
can
very
get
cool.
those for $5 now.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty much. So.
Yeah, they're pretty common. Probably less common is the C-3PO, which I don't know if I've ever seen in person.
Yeah.
But they make another figure. It's just basically his head and on top of his torso.
Well, because it looks like it's gold plastic, so it probably is just broken as shit.
Super brittle, probably.
Scratch it up pretty easy.
Yeah. And I did find another Transformers one other than the one that you brought, kind of it's the jumbo figure, jumbo collector case, kind of similar to the Motu one where it opens up and you can stand up and stuff.
Get a couple layers of toys in there.
Looks doesn't say on here on the front.
As many as you can squeeze in.
Exactly. Just jam them in there. And then, of course, I found this one for Josh. I did a mask one as well. This one looks more like a hard plastic one, maybe.
I assume just for the figures.
Yeah, probably not the vehicles, just the characters.
All right.
Because, it looks... I guess I don't know what they would... how they have it divided on the inside, but the graphics are awesome on
maybe
this.
missiles and characters.
Could be, accessories and characters.
So just the masks.
Yeah.
Just all the
Which
masks.
I wished.
Yeah.
So you get lost so easy.
But the graphics
the
look
art's
awesome.
so great.
And then I found this super DC superheroes one as well, which looks pretty cool. Holds 12 figures. I'm guessing the superpowers are the one sized one. So holds 12 figures.
So the mask one you mentioned about displaying other things too, or other ways to display things. There's somebody on, I think, Etsy or eBay that is selling stands for mask figures. So it's clear plastic and it's got the little pegs for the feet,
sure.
And then it has a little stand next to it that you can put the mask on.
Oh,
so it's
neat.
next to them.
That's cool. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I've seen Star Wars ones that are just they're the standard size rectangle case.
Yeah, it's kind of with a handle.
Yep.
So you can carry it around.
Yep. Those are every toy line almost had those for sure. I've been looking at this one at Walmart. I feel dumb, but in the little kid aisle, there's it looks like a semi truck trailer that also looks like a giant dinosaur, and you can put little
put
cars in it and stuff. But it's gigantic and it's super cheap. And I mean, I wouldn't use it for anything, but gosh dang it, it's this big carrying case that comes pre-filled with little car toys, and I'm like, that's really neat.
Speaking of cars, they still do sell Hot Wheels ones. 'Cause
Yes.
I've seen them at Walmart. It's a black case. It's almost like a rolling, like a suitcase, like a carry-on suitcase, similar to that. It has like a couple wheels on the side, I think, too. They're not real wheels, but just like painted on, molded on. And they still sell those, so you can still get carrying cases
glad.
for Hot Wheels at least.
But they don't really do it for other toy lines anymore.
They do like Lego cases.
Lego.
Yeah, that's true. You can get carrying cases for that. You can get the heads. Have you seen? Ethan had a bunch of those. They were like the head,
big heads.
the actual
Yeah.
head, and you take the top off and stick Legos in.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
That's cool.
I mean, it had a face on it
Big
and everything,
face,
but
but-
you could just pop off the skull or whatever and like stuff in.
Yeah.
Wow.
Those are cool. But yeah, this is similar to me to like lunchboxes.
Yes.
For me, as an adult, I'm only really collecting it for the art.
And that's the best thing about all of these
Yeah.
is the artwork is the thing that stands supreme
Yes.
with all of it. It just has such great artwork.
Yeah.
So nostalgic.
Is there anything else that uses that particular He-Man artwork that you know of where like
Maybe a
where
lunchbox.
shit's wrong?
But He-Man had
Yeah.
so many different arts. That's not a good
There's
sentence.
I know what you mean. They had a lot of artists drawing him
Painting him.
and painting
Oh,
him.
Well, and like the merman, especially like on the side. And
Yeah, it looks very Lords of Power-esque.
But it seemed like Motu took a while to get their Bible, maybe.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
A lot of, when Alfredo Alcala did a lot of that early stuff, that's what people kind of reference a lot as like the best looking stuff. It's totally different than when it became Filmation and when they did their own artwork, and then when when Dark Horse did stuff, it was completely different as well, and so it's changed quite a bit.
I do find it kind of funny that they're all like decked out in armor, but almost none of them are wearing pants.
Yeah.
Such great display pieces. I don't know anyone who actually stores stuff in these anymore, but yeah, great display
Yeah.
pieces. So awesome.
I think if I had this as a kid, I would have.
Oh
I
yeah,
definitely would have
absolutely.
used something like that, and I don't know. Maybe they should come back. Maybe they, should bring
Hey,
them back.
fanny packs are coming back. I don't know how these can't.
Exactly.
They are waist bags. thank
Oh,
you.
my bad.
or
I'm
hip
sorry.
hip bags.
Hip bags.
There's nothing hip about. Anyway, all right. Well, let's take a quick little break. We'd love to see if we certainly missed a bunch, but if you have some at home and you are proud of and want to show them off, leave a picture of your carrying cases in the comments. We'd love to see what everybody collects.
Is there a Godzilla one? Brian.
Yeah,
Looking in your direction.
calling them out. I like it.
But yeah, I think
Voltron.
in general they're great. Not with the artwork, especially. And they do. If you have a display area or whatever, it does make a good backdrop for figures in front of it. It makes for, a good art piece and a nice part of your collection. That's something different instead of just maybe only have figures. Now you can have something interspersed with that to, spice up that shelf. I don't know.
And speaking of spicy, you guys should check out the PFPN.
You're listening to the Prescribed Films Podcast Network, home to hundreds of hours of free podcast entertainment. The shows on this network all have a common goal, providing you with the best discussions about movies and other forms of entertainment media. The PFPN hopes to fill your earholes with audio joy. Visit our website with links to all the other amazing shows at www.thepfpn.com. Thanks for listening.
It burns so good.
Oh,
Probably
You're
see a
talking about
doc-
spicy.
See a doctor about that.
Yeah, let's calm that spice down with some potatoes. Here's Elgin with Store Tour.
All right, get your potatoes ready because we're going to Time Zone Toys. That's at 1760 West Cherry Lane Suite 120 in Meridian, Idaho. That's right, it's not Iowa, it's Idaho.
2 different places.
It's not Ohio.
3 different places.
The store has a bunch of vintage robots, so Jimmy would love that. Transformers, regular vintage robots. And Marvel, DC, Funko Pops, G.I. Joe, Hot Wheels, lunch boxes. I didn't see any carrying cases, but they might have them there, and much, much more. But did you know that the Clint Eastwood film Bronco Billy was partially filmed in Meridian, Idaho?
Wow.
That's Time Zone Toys at 1760 West Cherry Lane, Suite 120.
Sweet.
Meridian, Idaho.
Yeah, we don't get out that way too much, but
Yeah, it's way out there.
there's a...
It is the second largest city next to Boise.
Wow. We learned so much here on the show. Well, if you want to help the show out and, you know...
We know you do.
Yeah, listening's great, sure, but you're like, guys, I want to support you harder.
What more can we do besides sharing all of this
Right, which we know you already do.
and becoming a member?
Yes, right there on YouTube. Just hit the join button. But you can tell a friend, but we'd love you to go over to Apple Podcasts, leave
yeah.
a 5-star review.
Not 4.
Definitely not 4. Ooh.
Gross. Who even does that?
Yes, and best of all, if you're like, I need more, I need to support you even harder than that.
More.
So hard.
Head on over to patreon.com/cracktasticplastic. Pick the tier, the best suits you, and it would be amazing.
Yep.
And one of the awesome perks you can get over there at patreon.com/cracktasticplastic is get your sweet birth name or whatever name you want. I don't know what kind of names are there. Anyway,
Government names, I guess.
your government names read aloud on the show by Elgin.
That's right. We got Tony Miller, Chris Turnup, in quotes, Simmons.
Turn up the wood.
Turn up to Peter Glinsman, Alex LaForest, Bill Fisher, and Michelle Bazzullo.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I want more collector cases, don't you?
Sure do. I don't know if they make more Motu ones.
Really? Do you think it's just that one? You're right, because I didn't. When I was looking earlier too, I didn't see any.
I think that's it.
That's it. It's the one. Well, you're set.
One of one.
Just like you, Elgin.
Finished the set. And you too, Jason.
Oh, thanks.
And
well,
you too, Josh. You're actually like one of two.
you're 2 of 1. Hey, we're gonna talk to you later. Thanks for tuning in. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Cracktastic Plastic Podcast. But not so fast, my foul fiends. Don't forget to follow these fools on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And visit cracktasticplastic.com. I'll be back.